Welcome to Women and Money. Today we're talking about the sandwich generation, the people who are in the squeeze middle, looking after their children and their parents at the same time. And I'm here with Micah Curry of Fidelity International. Micah.
Hi Moira.
Hi. Who exactly are the sandwich generation?
Well, it's very interesting because alongside an aging population, the sandwich generation really is a defining demographic trend of the 21st century. And this is a generation typically aged between 45 and 60 who are, as you say, squeezed between caring for elderly parents and adult children. The reason is, well, one of the reasons is because a lot of people are deciding to have children later in life. It makes a lot of emotional and financial sense, but a consequence further down the line is that you might find yourself looking after teenagers or adult children at the same time that you have to look after your parents who might be in poor health and might need care.
And you also could be looking after the grandchildren as well as your parents. So
Absolutely.
There's lots of different pressures there. What can you do to lessen those pressures on you as a family?
Well, the first thing is to have difficult conversations about money and about death, the two things we don't like to talk about, and to have those conversations both with your parents and your children.
Certainly, MoneyWise readers do tell us that they find it hard to have those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps their adult children have come back home to live with them. They're taking some of their resources and away from them, and sometimes our readers have said that their adult children even seem to treat their money as if it's their own. You know, so I think you need to sit down and explain the pressures that you're feeling in terms of your retirement at the same time, and try and get the whole family to understand that everybody has financial pressures.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the key point we always make is always prioritize your own savings first, because you could always dip into those savings later down the line to help your children out. And the beauty of the pension freedoms that were introduced is that you now have the freedom and the flexibility to do that.
And perhaps you could explore ways to help your family without actually spending money. So, for example, giving some of your time, maybe they can give some of their time in return for chores. So if you were looking after the grandchildren, for example, and maybe you could get younger members of the family to help look after the grandparents. So there are always solutions.
Absolutely, and I'd add to that the two key things to remember is to get a financial plan in place so that you can plan for these unexpected events and to build that type of support structure that you mentioned there. A lot of employers nowadays are very focused on wellness at work, and they could give you that support you need.
And the other tip we had was if you are struggling to have those difficult financial conversations, you could perhaps introduce an independent financial advisor to all the family to have that conversation and to guide you through a better pathway to deal with the issues.
That makes a lot of sense. And also remember, of course, your will and getting a lasting power of attorney in place, which allows someone else to make decisions for you should you lose mental capacity.
Great. Thank you, Micah.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching Women and Money.